Hi there everyone, and welcome to this week's Akashic Soul Wisdom show, where I'm going to be talking about how your spirit guides are really helping you on your soul's journey through life. So this is a really fascinating and interesting topic. So those of you that don't know me, I'm Natasha Harris, and I support conscious business owners to really have a thriving business that they love while having a bigger impact in the world through the work that they absolutely love. So give me a hello, let me know you can hear me okay, give me a wave, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about your spirit guides here today. So if you've got any questions at all throughout today's show, then just type them in the comments and let me know what they are. If you're watching on the replay, just type hashtag replay and post any questions there, and I will be happy to answer them for you. So our spirit guide team. Now, these are really interesting. And our spirit guides are here to really help us on our soul's journey, as I said. But they are really here to support us in upholding our intentions and supporting us to doing what we really want to do. Now, we have a team of guides that join us on this life's journey with us. So they are here throughout this lifetime with us. They choose to come and to be present during this incarnation with us here. So they are really helping and supporting us the whole way through. Now, our guides are we kind of hire them. They're really kind of like here. They are really light beings. They are fun. They are here and supportive. There's nothing heavy in around or responsibility around our spirit guides whatsoever. So we hire our spirit guides as we go through our early stages in life. We bring them on board. We hire them throughout to help us on our journey. And so we have around between 4 and 6 guides that are with us through this lifetime and through this incarnation. Now, it is a really collaborative relationship that we have with our guides. They are here to support us, but when we are learning and growing, they also learn and grow with us and alongside us. So it is a really collaborative, beautiful relationship that we want to nurture and grow throughout this lifetime that we're with them, and they are accompanying us on the journey. Now, it's really important to note that our spirit guides are really not here to tell us what to do. And this is something that we kind of think that we, especially in the spiritual realms, that our spirit guides or higher authorities, people out, spirits and light beings outside of us are here telling us what to do. And that really is not the case. We are really here to create our own experience for ourselves in this lifetime, but we also get beautiful helping hands and support from our guides to help us with that. So our guides are supporting us in that. They are helping us in this journey. And so when we learn something, when we grow, when we expand in our own experience, they are also learning and growing from us. Now, they are here to learn as much from us as we learn from them. So they really want us to learn. They want us to grow because that excites them, because in that growth they also grow. And they are just a couple of steps ahead on us on their own spiritual journey. So they're not incarnated in this lifetime. They are in the spiritual realm, but they do give us signs when we ask for them. So they are around us all the time. They don't disappear. We have to create that conscious connection with them. So it's not about us being us wanting us just thinking that they're here to help us and they'll help us regardless, no matter what. We have to create that connection with them. We have to ask them consciously for that help as well. And so they really do want to help us, but they're waiting for us in the sidelines for us to ask them for that support and to be really clear about what it is that we need support and help with. Now, as I kind of alluded to already, our guides are here to help and support us in creating whatever we want. Now, if that steps away from our divine gifts, if that steps away from our divine intentions of what we want to create, but we hold a really strong intention that we want to do something, they will help us, even if it means that we're stepping away from what we are here to do, what we want to do, what we know deep down inside us we want to accomplish and fulfill in our lifetime. They will help us to do that, even if it isn't aligned to us, because there is no higher authority than us. They are not here to tell us what to do, as I said. They are here to guide us in creating whatever we choose. There is no higher authority outside of you. You are the highest authority on what you want to create. And so you have to consciously ask them. So if you want their support, there's a few things that you can actually do to help you. And one of those is, as I said, is actually consciously asking them for help. So really kind of asking them and saying, you know, hey, I know you're around. Can you help me with something? This is really what I want, and some support in creating in my life. This is what I need a little bit of guidance of. This is what I'm not really too sure about. Can you help me? I'm calling on you to help me and support me and guide me in this time. So that is the consciously asking, rather than, you know, unconsciously or subconsciously going, well, they're going to help me anyway. You have to consciously ask them. And you need to really set a very conscious intention about what it is that you want to ask help for. So you want to create an intention. What is it that you want to create going forward that you might need a little bit of guidance? If you're not sure on what it is you want to create, your guides won't be sure on how to help you. They are not mind readers. They don't know this stuff automatically. So they need your guidance. They need your strong intention about what you want to create. And so that's what you want to ask them. You want to set a really clear intention, and then you want to consciously ask them. Either way round, doesn't really matter, but you need to be really, really clear on those two things. And then the third thing is you really need to stay in charge. Remember that you are the highest authority on what you want to create. Your guides are not here to tell you what to do. They are giving you signs, they're giving you clues, they're giving you intuitive guidance that you must listen to. And so if you see signs, or if you see things that appear to you that you think, oh, my guides are telling me to do this, you want to stop and you want to consciously ask yourself, rather than blindly trusting that that is what they want you to do. You want to consciously ask again, is this action or this sign or this guidance that I am receiving, does this align to the goal or the intention that I have just set? Is it going to help me get closer to where I want to go? And that's a really important thing. That means that you remain in charge, and you're not just blindly saying yes to something where you don't really know or really understand what it is you're being shown. So in that, hand in hand in that, is staying the higher authority within yourself, but also, trusting your own guidance, trusting this, the information, the signs that you're getting, but also asking and being sure that that is actually going to take you closer to where you want to go. So there is a balance of trusting and remaining in control that really go hand in hand. And that is a bit of a practice that we need to keep tweaking, and we need to keep practicing at, and making sure that we're not absolving responsibility for the choices that we are making or that we are taking. So I can't actually see if anyone's watching, so if you've got any questions, please do type them in the comment box and let me know. And yeah, just let me know if you've got any questions about that, and how you any experiences that you yourself have with your spirit guides. Who here has a strong connection with your spirit guides, and how do you commune with them? How do you connect with them? Is it through meditation? Is it through just consciously asking? I don't really spend a lot of time communing or sitting down and creating that space to speak to my spirit guides. I will just sit down, or I will just consciously ask for a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance, and I'll stay open and remain open in order to wait and hear and listen to and trust that guidance that comes through. But I will also be sure that I ask and make sure that that guidance is something that I want to do and it's aligned to where I'm going. I'm always setting clear intentions about what I want to create going forward and what I want support and help with. So those are some of the tips that I can give you to really starting to connect with your own spirit guides, to connecting with who your guides that are here to help you and support you, and to create a really fun relationship with them. And the more that you communicate with them, the more that you ask them, the more they're going to help you, because they love to be asked, as I said. So really start to develop that relationship with them in little ways. It doesn't have to be that you do it all the time or that you have to create a really serious relationship. Always keep it light. They are fun loving. They sometimes poke a bit of fun. They really don't get this whole kind of serious thing that we do, and some of us do very well, myself included. They really want to keep it fun and keep it light, and really to help us on our journey. So that's a few tips for you. If you've got any questions about that, comment in the box, send me a private message and let me know. So really, if you want to meet them, if you want a little bit of support and guidance in meeting your spirit guide team, then I am offering, I offer a session around this. I don't offer it very often. It's usually only for people that I'm actually working with on longer programs. But I offered this back in February and it was amazing. I got so many people who came and signed up for the session, and they were just brilliant sessions. I loved giving them. I loved sharing the information that came through from people's spirit guide teams about how they were supporting them, the little messages that they were giving them along the way. And so I wanted to really offer this out again. So I'm offering it at 40% off, and this is an hour's session with me one-to-one, where I tune into your spirit guide team. Firstly, of course, I'm going to get you to set an intention before our session, because as I said, this is such an important element of it. Like, what do you need some support and guidance with? And I will tune into your spirit guide team to ask them a little bit about how they're here to help you, what their role is on the team that they hold with you. So what is their main role throughout your lifetime? And also what messages they have to give you, and how they communicate with you, so you can be really aware and conscious about how they might be trying to get your attention. You know, those little things that kind of we're really aware of at times, about how, you know, we think, oh, something's around, I'm not alone, somebody's here to help me and support me. There are ways that our guides want us to get to know that we're there. So when we know what those are, we can really listen out for them. So so in this session, what I'll be doing is communicating with your guide team, giving you the messages, helping you and supporting you with creating your intention that you want to create going out into the world. What's the next thing that you want to do? So it's really playful, it's light, it's a really fun session, and I love giving them. So included in that session is also an insight into who you are at soul level, because this is such an important element of who we are, what our soul gifts are, what our soul power is, and how we truly shine. Because when we understand that on top of everything else, it really makes so much more sense for us in going forwards and what action to take that's aligned to us. So you'll get the recording of the session as well, so you can come back to it. Somebody already posted and said that, you know, she already listened to her session a couple of times to really help her and support her ongoing with this intention, because it's just little reminders that we get. And one person also said, you know, she had goosebumps around the messages that she got. One really brought tears of joy to her. And, you know, left her with a really warm and fuzzy feeling. And somebody else was saying, you know, that how she feels so much more confident about the path that she's walking on, because she knows that she's waiting and getting the signs from people in order to come along and to help her with that. So she really feels much more confident about the path that she's on, the path that she's chosen, and she feels much more aligned to her own truth. And that's really beautiful, because when we're really more aligned to our truth and who we are, we can create so much more powerfully. It's really, really beautiful. So as a bonus in that session as well that I'm offering is an activation meditation, so that you can sit down and meditate with your guides to create a stronger communication, and how you can communicate more strongly with your guides, because that's what's so important as well, to connect with them. It's not necessary to do that, as I've already given you some tips on how to do it. You know, you can communicate with your guides anyway. You don't need all of this information, but it really helps if we can activate that and create a much stronger connection with them. So I put the link in the post if you want to sign up to that. As I said, it's 40% off. These spirit guide readings are usually $197, but I'm offering it for $111 until tomorrow, which is Thursday the 28th of May at midday. So if that's of interest to you, but if you've got questions in the meantime, then please do pop a comment or send me a private message. But if you really want to book and make the most of this this special offer, then just click on the link, book a time that suits you, and and I look forward to really sharing this with you, because our spirit guides really, as I said, want to help and support you. So if you are feeling really drawn and guided to work more and more with your spirit guide team to create more of what you want and have a bigger impact in the world, then I really suggest you book this in, because it is really, truly fascinating. So as I said, I can't really see who's watching. I can't see if there's any questions. I don't think there are, but if there are, just pop them in the comments. And yeah, let me know how you create your connections and how you communicate with your spirit guide team if you have already done that. I'd love to hear how you do it. So I'm going to sign off now, as I don't think there are any questions. And yeah, I look forward to sharing this reading with you if it's of interest. It really is a truly fascinating, interesting reading in the Akashic Records. If you've got any other questions about the Akashic Records or how I work to really support you and your business and taking it to the next level from where you are, then get in touch as well, and I'll be happy to have a conversation with you about how I might be able to support you in taking that to the next level. Okay, bye for now.